As LeBron James once said, it's about damn time. After he won the NBA championship for the very first time. Well, I am finally saying it's about damn time that the WWE has realized the potential that they have in one Mr. Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe, as the WWE likes to call him. I'm a Dean Ambrose fan. I like Dean Ambrose. I think Dean Ambrose has all the capability in the world to actually be somewhat of a major player in the WWE, especially in today's current WWE, where they need that edgy character, someone who's just sporadic. When he comes on TV, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen because he's just so much fun to watch. That could be Dean Ambrose. At first, I felt Dean Ambrose when he was on FCW. He was cool. He was kind of different than most of the FCW guys, but I was just kind of saying to myself, like, yeah, this guy would be really cool if we had like a hardcore division for him to work in. But as for, main roster talent, I didn't see it. I didn't see what everyone else was saying. I saw that he was a great promo and a guy that could wrestle a very vicious style match, but I didn't see or get where people were like, oh, this guy, when he comes to the main roster, world champ. I didn't see that at first. And during his run with the Shield, I still didn't really see that. During his run with the Shield, I was more focused on what the hell the WWE was going to do with the Cockfist, aka Roman Reigns, and watching the evolution of Seth Rollins as a character, that Dean Ambrose just kind of was like whatever to me. I still liked him as a talent. I still thought this guy had something going for him, but I just didn't see, what everyone else was talking about when they said, oh yeah, don't worry about this guy. He's going to be, the main eventer. He's going to be the world champion of the Shield. Like, I didn't see that. And it wasn't until, the Shield broke up, when Dean Ambrose was on his own and he was feuding with Seth Rollins, that's where I saw it. When he came out at Hell in a Cell 2014 last year, and he came out, and that crowd fucking popped for the main event. When he fucking came out, that's where I said, holy shit, this dude's a main eventer. That's where I sat there and said, shit, this guy making money for the WWE in the future. And it just upsetted me during, his singles push, especially how hot this guy was getting, that the WWE just, for whatever reason, it was like, fuck this guy, let's just make him irrelevant. They put him in a boring, disappointing feud with Bray Wyatt. At the Royal Rumble, when, the fans were pooning pretty much everyone besides this guy, they decide to, have him get eliminated by Big Show and Kane. They put him in an Intercontinental title feud where it seemed like, okay, at WrestleMania, he's going to walk out with the IC Championship, but no. Instead of Dean Ambrose getting a cool WrestleMania moment, walking out as IC Champion, they gave the belt to Daniel fucking Bryan. And so here's Dean Ambrose just kind of sitting there, not really doing anything. Yet, when this guy comes out, people tend to cheer. People tend to give a big reaction to this dude. And yet the WWE's sitting there with the thumbs up their asses, not knowing what to do with him. And it upsets me because I just see a guy, especially in today's WWE, where they need new stars. This guy can be that guy. This guy can actually be someone that could be a star for your company. When we talk about guys that we like and dislike in the IWC or the hardcore wrestling community, I'm pretty sure it's pretty unanimous that a lot of people like Dean Ambrose. That it's like 90% of the people on here that make YouTube videos, they are somewhat of a Dean Ambrose fan. They have no problem with the Dean Ambrose. They wouldn't say he's like the most perfect dude in the world, but they would have no problem if Dean Ambrose was getting some love or some shine. I mean, really, to be honest, like, a lot of people like Dean Ambrose because he can talk on the microphone. He has an interesting wrestling style. His wrestling style isn't the same. And overall, when it comes to his character, it's sporadic. It's fun. You want to see what this guy is doing next on television. And so I'm happy that at Payback, well, yes, he may not walk out with the championship. I'm happy Dean Ambrose is finally getting a world championship match. But there's this little fear inside of me, the pessimistic wrestling fan inside of me, that is very, very scared of what the WWE may be doing with Dean Ambrose. Because the WWE, they don't like to make sense most of the time. If it makes sense in your head what they should do, they like to do the complete opposite where it makes no fucking sense. They like to 180 that shit. And my biggest fear is that the WWE is thinking that in this fatal four-way that they could turn Dean Ambrose heel. WWE, I get it. You're waiting for that one summer moment for us fans to talk about for the whole summer, and that sets up your summer. That one summer moment where all of us fans are like, holy shit, that just happened. Oh my fucking God. I can't wait to see wrestling from now on. They do it almost every summer. It's been a consistent theme. We had the Nexus. We had Triple H and Brock Lesnar. We had CM Punk's little pipe bomb. We had Seth Rollins' heel turn last year. I mean, they do it every summer where they have one angle that just surprises the fuck out of us. And we're just like, oh my God, this shit's awesome. WWE's doing awesome stuff. And I'm afraid what they are trying to do now is set up a Dean Ambrose heel turn. And yes, I know there's many of you out there who are thinking this is a good idea. And I sit here and I ask myself, how the fuck do you think this is a good idea? Do you people realize that in today's professional wrestling, that as long as you can talk, if you can grab a microphone and you can speak, the fans are going to cheer you. They ain't going to boo you. Look at how bad of a heel character Bray Wyatt is. Let's just be real here. Bray Wyatt, good character overall, but when you talk about a villain in the WWE, he's one of the worst. And why is that? Why do people like Bray Wyatt and get behind Bray Wyatt? Because he can talk. People like people who can cut promos. It's just the bottom line when it comes to today's WWE. Why was Bo Dallas getting so over? Because he had these corny promos that no one hears before. Because all the babyfaces in the promo pretty much cut the same babyface fucking promo. I never give up. I'm going to fight to the end. And all the heels cut the same crappy heel promo. Like, I'm not afraid of this guy. Oh, wait, I am afraid of this guy. And so when you get people who are kind of, you know, different in the way they cut promos, who can cut promos in a unique way, the fans tend to cheer them more. And I don't understand how turning Dean Ambrose heel would help him at all in his career when the WWE should be thinking that this guy should be a babyface. Let's face it, what will we get if Dean Ambrose turns heel here? Yeah, everyone says, oh, Chase, it could be a Cockfist versus Dean Ambrose feud. How would that help Cockfist at all? Him feuding against Dean Ambrose, who a majority of the fans like more than him. How would that help Cockfist whatsoever? Oh, maybe a Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose feud. Who the fuck cares to see Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose feud at this moment of time? Is there any interest for a Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose feud? But Chase, maybe that way we can have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins again. Yeah, because let's just make the guy that we've been building as our number one heel become the babyface to face off against Dean Ambrose as a heel. And that makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, let's just waste a whole year of fucking television just so that way we can turn Dean Ambrose heel to face off against Seth Rollins. No. No. WWE, I know what you're trying to do here. I can see it coming. I see Dean Ambrose turning heel at Payback. I really, really, really do. And WWE, prove me wrong, please. I like being wrong. As much as you people like to come on here and think that us YouTubers want to be right about everything we say, no, we like to be wrong because it gives us more material to talk about and it makes us happy to be wrestling fans because at least every once in a while, this shit isn't predictable. Because the thing about professional wrestling, if you watch it for so many years and so long, the shit is just predictable. You just know what is going to fucking happen. And just to me, Dean Ambrose in this match is just screaming, heel turn by Dean Ambrose. That's just what it's screaming to me. It's just screaming that the WWE is like, yeah, well, we didn't do anything for you as a face, Dean, so we're going to turn you heel. And it's like, what is that going to do? What is turning Dean Ambrose heel going to do overall for him? If anyone should be turning heel at this Payback event, it should be Cockfist. It should be him. That's the guy that should be turning heel. But that makes too much sense. That makes too much fucking sense for the WWE to pull out of their fucking asses. And so they're going to turn Dean Ambrose heel. And it's going to suck. And a lot of you guys are going to praise it and say, oh, yes, Dean Ambrose is a great heel. Yet, when he enters the ring with his theme music and his new, and I'm pretty sure they're going to give him a new theme song, too, that's going to be very, very crappier than his current theme song. Everyone's going to be like, oh, this is great transformation. This is awesome. And yet, when Dean Ambrose goes and cuts a promo against one of the baby faces that the WWE has lined up for him, he's going to get fucking cheered. And yet people are still going to say he plays such a great heel. I love Dean Ambrose because Dean Ambrose is one of the IWC favorites. Him, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, and Daniel Bryan. Those four can do no wrong. They're the four golden children of the IWC. I am just saying, I am a Dean Ambrose fan. I like Dean Ambrose. In today's WWE, he cannot be a heel because he is too unique and too interesting to be a heel, especially with the current modern day cookie cutter crap we get from the WWE. He is one of those guys that is pretty much a babyface until we can find someone that is just as unique and just as different as him to feud with, so that way he can turn heel naturally. Forcing Dean Ambrose to become a heel just because you feel like he can play a better heel makes no fucking sense and would hurt Dean Ambrose even more. Because if they turn him heel, what the fuck is he going to do? Once he's done feuding with Cockfist, what is he going to do? Face Cena again for the US title? Yeah, like I would want to fucking see that. Watch John Cena face Dean Ambrose again for the US title. Oh, that would make sense. No. What would make sense is keeping Dean Ambrose a babyface. Turning Cockfist heel. Having Dean Ambrose and Cockfist feud for a little bit. Maybe get some momentum with Dean Ambrose underneath there. Build him up a little bit more as a babyface. Have it where, I don't know, maybe we get a rematch at Hell in a Cell. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins 2 for the title. Or hell, maybe at Survivor Series, it's Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Or Team Rollins versus Team Ambrose. TLC, you could set up Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in a TLC match. I don't know. All I'm saying is, keep this guy babyface. And then we could do Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins again. But this time for the title. This time in an interesting feud. This time for all the marbles. But no, instead, we might get Dean Ambrose as a heel, where he faces Cockfist and loses, faces Cena and loses, maybe face Orton and loses, maybe face Daniel Bryan and loses. And is that what we really want? No. We want a good Dean Ambrose, not a forced heel Dean Ambrose. Anyways, guys, that's all I have today for you. What do you guys think about Dean Ambrose maybe turning heel, maybe not? What do you think about him finally getting a WWE Heavyweight Championship match? It's been a long time coming for this guy. This dude deserves it for all the hard work he's done. So comment down below your thoughts on Dean Ambrose in general. Are you fearful like me that he will turn heel? You know, I'm just curious. I'm just wondering what you guys think. So comment that down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big old thumbs up. I'll see you all later. Enjoy your day. Peace.